Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming on today to make some more jewellery with the Spring Bling jewellery kit that Dawn has released on the 1st of April. So I've gone ahead and made a matching necklace to go with the bracelet. So I showed you how I made the bracelet on the 1st of April, and I decided that I would just make the necklace because it's the same technique except it's bigger, and so I've made a 16-inch necklace. So whatever measurement you want for your necklace, whether it's 16 inches or 18 or 20, you need to add another 4 inches of wire for your necklace, just to give you that leeway in when you fasten it off at the end. So you don't want it too short, otherwise you might find yourself with all your beads on the floor, which has happened to me in the past. And so so those are the two, the necklace and the bracelet. And so I'm going to show you two ways of making the earrings. So this is one earring. I haven't quite finished it yet, but this one is this is using the wire to make the this bit. So I've got a piece of wire here, and I've got the beads already laid out here. This is the order that I did that one. So I'm just going to thread those onto here. Now with this, you need to be careful that you don't that the beads don't run off the other end of the wire, okay? Because so what I'm going to do is just hold the other end, because I can't fasten off one end like I did with the bracelet or the necklace, because we have to put both ends of the wire through one. Where did that go? This is my problem. I drop things. So I want let's have a look. Glass bead. Here we are. Right. Oh no, I've got a glass bead, a white bead. Right, here we go. Let's get going. So green, white. I have to say, I've loved using this kit, and there's actually a lot of findings and items left over. Haven't got many beads left, but the findings and that there are plenty. So green, white, okay, blue. Green, white, blue. I decided to do them in the same color, green, white, blue, turquoise, in the same order on both, to try to get a semblance of harmony. As you can see, I keep picking up the beads and dropping them, because they are very tiny, these little ones, but the hole inside is quite big, and that's great. So now I've got a gold one. So when you look at the mix of the seed beads, these tiny ones, there's loads of colors in there, which is lovely. So here's the white one, or pearly one. There's even some blue ones in amongst them, which is amazing. I mean, blue as opposed to the turquoise color that we have here. Okay, so I'm halfway there. Okay, so I apologize for taking so much time. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. This one doesn't seem to have a hole in it. Let's see the other way. Okay, no. I've got another one of these. Just get my pokey tool. Just get a pokey tool. The hole has got jammed up, so I'll just use my pokey tool to unblock it. Okay, there we go. So sometimes they get filled with paint, these little beads, so you just stick a needle through them, they unblock quite easily. Okay, it's the white one, turquoise one, another white one. So how, you know, you can decide how long or how short you want to make your loop for your earrings. But I decided I didn't want any wire showing, so I put enough beads on it to kind of make that loop, and with it joining at the top. If I made them any smaller than what I've got, there would have been a gap at the top. But if you make them longer than this, they'll be fine. Okay, so we're getting there bit by bit. I don't know, as I said this morning, well, as I said when I was filming earlier, I want I've got white and I've got green and I've got blue. Yeah, the blue one. So I start to shake when I put my hands, when I'm trying to do this, so hence it's a bit difficult to put the beads on. But don't let that put you off. That's just me. You know, when you get to a certain age, you're entitled to get to be a bit shaky. There we are. I'm almost there. So white one. And then the green one. Right, okay. So there we are. So that's that. So got both ends together. Let me just see how long that actual, I think that would be interesting to know, wouldn't it? How long that actual string of beads is, and it's just under 2 inches. So okay, so now I need to get the collet and put it both ends through the one collet, through the middle of this. You can do them one at a time. You can do them both together, depending on, oops, got one in. Let's get the other one in. So again, you need to make sure that the ball of the collet is facing your work and that the open bit is facing away from your work, because that's the bit that, so you see, you know, so when I pull it tight, it forms a nice ring. Okay, now I'm just going to open it slightly. Oops, I can keep hold of it. I'm just going to open this wing very, very slightly so that I can get my pliers inside for the crimp beads. So okay, so I've got the crimp bead here. So I'm just going to thread the wires through, and the hole in the crimp bead is big enough to take two wires. I think I'm just going to, I might have to do this one at a time. And There's one. One. Sorry, I'm making this look very awkward, aren't I? I'm very sorry. I hope that's not putting you off wanting to have a go at trying jewelry making. Okay, well there's one crimp bead on, and now let's get the other one on. So, okay. Right. One. Let's get it on the other wire. There we go. I think it's still only on one. Yeah, it's still only on one wire. There we are. I think that's on both now. Yeah. Okay. That's on both wires now. I'll just pull this up a bit so I hold on to it better. Okay, so I've got my collet there, you see, and I've got my 2 crimp beads, which I'm going to push in as far as I can inside that collet so that this is fairly tight. And remember I said before that the wire needs to be round so that you've got some give in it. Well, in this case, this is already round, so I think that's going to be all right. And I'm just get my pliers and I'm going to poke them inside this collet. Push that down as far as I can and squeeze the crimp beads. So I've got one squeezed. Let's try and get the bottom one. There we are. So I don't know if you can see, I've crimped both the beads there. If you're not sure, you can just go in again. Right, okay, that's it. So now I'm going to cut off these bits of wire. I've got my wire cutters, and always put the wire away from you. Okay, don't cut it towards you, because you know, I mean, don't hold it up or anything like that. Hold it down, because it can spring and it can go in all sorts of directions. Anyway, so there we are. So then we just close that over. Just going to put that together. So there we have our pair of earrings at long last. And I'm just going to use some earring findings to join that to the ear wire. Now Dawn has in her shop, she has kits for making earrings. So this is one kit that she's got, so which I'm going to be using in a minute. So you get head pins, eye pins, you get some bead ends, and you get the ear wires. Okay, so she's got them in gold and she's got them in silver, and you get enough to make 5 pairs of earrings. So that's and I think she's selling them. Yeah, she's selling them at a reduced rate. If you buy the Spring Bling kit, she's selling them at a reduced rate, because you do need the ear wires and the etc. to finish off your earrings. Okay, you can't make earrings without ear wires. So I'm going to use a silver jump ring. I'm not going to use those oval shaped jump rings. I'm going to use, let me see, I've got some jump rings here. So because they're earrings, I want them to be a bit more delicate. So again, you get hold of your jump ring and you open it from back to front. Okay, and I'm just going to slip this onto the holes in the collet there, and then onto the ear wire there. Okay, and then I'm just going to close my jump ring up again, just going back and forth like that, and there is my earring. So that's one. So I'm just going to do that again with another one. So okay, so we're going to open it from back to front, pick up the other earring, put that through the holes, through the two holes there, and through the ear wire, and then oops, just do that again. Right, okay, so okay, so backwards and forwards. I don't know, this one seems to have got rather wide. I don't know why. So I'm going to cut it. You shouldn't do that. You know, you don't pull them open like that, but I don't know how that happened. Anyway, so there's the first pair of earrings there. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to use the earring kit. So I've already made one earring using the gold. So the kit comes with bead caps. You don't have to use them. You don't have to use them, but I decided to use them on this occasion, and I'm just using the head pin. So you put the head pin through the hole on the bead cap, and then I'm just going to thread my beads on. Now these bead caps in the silver, they're quite big, so they're not really made for these small beads, but I thought we'll just have a little bit of decoration at the bottom. And then I'm just building up the earring the same way as I've made the other one. So I've got a small bead in between, and then I'm putting this lovely green glass bead there. And then I've put, what have I put? A clear, a green, and a pearl. So I've got those here. Clear. And I was amazed how the wires, because the wire is actually quite thick on these pins, but it actually does go through the hole in the beads very easily. Okay, so there, another white one. Okay, right. Okay, so that's the earring. Oops, that matches this one. Okay, so I've got quite a lot of wire left, so I'm going to cut off a bit. So you want to leave about 1 centimetre there, and again I'm going to cut the wire away from me. Okay, so then you get your round pliers, and the way I do it is I put that wire at 90 degrees, and then you gradually wind that round so you get a loop. Okay, but I don't want to close the loop just now because I want to put that onto my ear wire. Okay, and then I'm going to finish closing it. So just close it like that, and that is the second pair of earrings done. Sorry, I haven't quite closed this yet. So you don't want too long, you don't want to leave, more than 1 centimetre, because otherwise this loop becomes very big and it looks a bit unsightly, when you've got dangly earrings. So there we are. So that's the second pair of earrings done there. And the third pair, I'm just going to make them in a different way, and I'm going to use the silver kit. Okay, so I need two. I haven't actually done a sample of this one. So, and you can see that the bead caps for the silver kit are a lot smaller. I'll just take one out so you can see the difference. The difference in size. They're much smaller and they're much more suited to these beads. So I will put one on the end. So again, you start off with the head pin, the one which looks like a pin but is blunt at the other end. And so I'm going to put that. Let's see what it looks like with a bead cap on the other side. So they do add quite a bit of decoration to your bead, actually, the bead caps. They're very pretty. So then I thought, what did I think? I thought of putting this odd shaped fellow on and a white bead. Okay, so that's the first part of my earring, but I want to do it in two bits. So I'm going to use the eye pin as well. So let's get one of those out. Okay, so these eye pins, and these are very generous size, really very, they're very, very good. So again, we're going to cut off a centimetre. We're going to cut off so that's about a centimetre left. Okay, and we're going to turn it to 90 degrees and then turn it back on itself. Oops, turn it back on itself. Like so. Before I close the thing, I'm going to put the eye pin onto this loop that I'm making. Okay. Right. And then I'm going to continue making my earring. So I've got this, and then I've got another white one. And I think that's all I'm going to put. Well, I've got a gold one here as well, so let's just do that, a white and a gold, like so. Perhaps another white one. Okay, so you can see I've got a huge amount left here. So again, going to cut off till it's about a centimetre. And now I need my ear wire. So again, to 90 degrees, and then turn it back on itself. And I'm going to slip the ear wire on. I've left enough space, yeah. Slip the ear wire on and then finish closing up my loop. Okay. And there is the other type of earring. So slightly longer, a bit more dingly dangly. So let's do that again. So I used, what did I use? I used a bead cap. Just make sure you get it through the center hole, not through the side one, as I've just done. Then bead, another bead cap. I've had had an interesting day today making these things, because with this necklace, I got it all laid out how I wanted it, you know, the distribution of the beads, etc. And then I dropped something, and it went the beads went everywhere with the blow of what I dropped. So that was the first thing. Then I thought, okay, I'll try again, and something else happened. It's been a bit of a day like that. Okay, right. So just going to turn that back around on itself. Put my eye pin in. Finish closing the loop. Oops, there we are. In closing the loop, I've broken the bead, so I'm just going to straighten this out. I can. So see if I can put another bead on, a white one. Let's see, one that's slightly bigger to hold. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get this on or whether I'm going to have to use another head pin. No, it's not going to go on, so just going to cut this so I've got a straight bit to take these beads off. Okay, so we'll get rid of that, put that in the bin. So head pin. Right. Okay, let's try again. So put the head pin on, put the bead cap, the green, the other bead cap, and then this interesting shape. And then a white one. Okay. White one. Right, okay. And then again, about 1 centimeter, so more or less, if you hold it with your finger and thumb, more or less, cut off the end. And now I've been saying that you need to fold it to 90 degrees. You can actually just twist it around. It has the same effect, but you do need to straighten it at the end because your loop will end up a bit crooked. Okay, now I'm going to put this on, and I can see that there's something not quite right here. So I'm just going to slowly undo it a bit, and then I'm going to get hold of the end and turn it gently. Don't be afraid to take your pliers off and get hold of it again. I think I may have cut a little bit too much wire off on this one, so it you know, I've underestimated how much wire I needed, but I'll get there. So okay, and of course the important thing is to make sure that the loop is closed, because you don't want the other half of your earring coming off. Okay, so there we are. And now I'm going to follow this example. So I put in a white one, green one, a white one, gold one, and another white one. Okay, so that's that. I think that's it. I don't think there's any more. No, gold, white, white, gold, white. So again, I'm going to cut off about a cent off, so there's about a centimetre left. I'm going to put it at 90 degrees. I'm going to get my ear wire, put that on. Okay, and I'm going to start curling this back. Pick it up and you curl it round, move the ear wire up so that it's inside the loop, and bring it right round. So that one worked perfectly. And then if it's not straight, you just, because this one isn't quite straight, you just get your pliers and put it to, to 90 degrees, just not 90, vertically, so that they hang nicely. And there we are. So that's my third pair of earrings made. So you can see that what I've got left, so that's the third pair. So that's the different ways of, some of the different ways of making earrings. So if you want, a bit more flexibility, or you've got big beads, or you want to add a bit of decoration, you can have them sort of in two lots. You can have them as a single dangle, like that, or you can use the tiger wire to make a loop, like so, like we did with these. So those are the earrings that I've made. I'm just going to tidy up, and we're going to see how much of the actual kit is left. Okay, having made what we've made, so just get rid of the ear wires. Just these, so okay. I've already used this packet of ear wires on another video, which is why there are only 4 left. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, and then I made another pair of earrings earlier on, so that's 10. So that's what I'm saying. You can make 5 pairs of earrings with one of these packs. Okay, and the pack also has, well, I'm going to leave these things in here and sort that out later, because otherwise we'll be here all day. So of the beads, all I've got left are these 2 larger ones and this one. Everything else has been used, and then this amount of the seed beads. So I've used all of the bigger beads apart from these 2 seed beads, these bigger seed beads. I used all the glass faceted beads. They're here. These ones, they're in here. I used all of these darker blue spacer beads. And okay, so that's the beads. There are lots of the culottes left, so there's plenty there for you to make many more bracelets and earrings and necklaces. I've used very little of the tiger wire, so there's still plenty of that left. There's loads of crimp beads left, a good number of the jump rings. Is that everything? And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've actually got 8 lobster clasps left, so that's another 8. So you could, in theory, make a good number of other things if you've got some beads of your own. You know, so I think the kit is well worth the money, and it's lovely actually to be able to design your own jewellery, and you know, to have things which go with the clothes you've got even, you know. It can be quite difficult to match things up, can't it? So just making sure that, yes, that is everything. That's the gold kit. So I've got enough there for another four pairs of earrings. Yeah, so there we are. So I hope you've liked this video. I hope it hasn't been too boring for you, and I'm sorry I was a bit shaky making the things, but let's just move this out of the way and we can have a look. Let's put this down. So this is what I've made. So the necklace, the bracelet, and then there's the silver earrings, the gold earrings, and then these ones which I think are really cute. So thank you, as I said, for watching. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.